Do you often tell yourself, I can't do this, I can't beat anxiety or OCD? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I am a therapist and I make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about your thoughts. Not the thoughts that we dwell on a lot of times, not those intrusive thoughts, those upsetting thoughts, those scary thoughts, the thoughts that are anxiety-ridden or OCD-ridden. I'm talking about your other thoughts, that little voice in your head that kind of monitors how you're doing around your anxiety or OCD. The thoughts that can uplift you or more often tear you down, those thoughts. And a lot of times we give a lot of power to the anxiety thoughts and the OCD thoughts, but we give no thought, see what I did there, or importance to the other thoughts. So today I want to talk to you about those negative thoughts that tend to make your anxiety or OCD stick around longer. Before I do that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified because I make new videos almost every Thursday. Okay, I say almost, but it is every Thursday unless it's a holiday. Let's talk about the I can't thoughts. I can't beat anxiety or OCD. I can't have a normal life. I will never be able to rid myself of all my anxious thoughts. I will never be able to not do my compulsions, whatever your struggle is. Well, for starters, there are some problems with those statements that are different than, the fact that they're limiting beliefs that are going to cause you to not want to fight your anxiety or OCD. Anxiety or OCD isn't beaten, right? So when we think I have to get rid of my anxious thoughts, or when we think I have to get rid of anxiety or OCD, it can feel very discouraging. And you can have a feeling of, I can't do that. And you know what? You're right on that. What? Natasha, I thought this was supposed to be an uplifting video. I'm going to pause you. No, don't pause me. I have more to say. It is true because anxiety and OCD is a dance, and you learn how to tolerate your anxious thoughts. You learn how to not give it attention. You learn how to handle discomfort. You learn how to hear your OCD thoughts and not have to do a compulsion until they get tiny, 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 and they're like little gnats and little bugs that you can just swat away. And sometimes they do come back and they grow really big again, and you're like, oh my gosh. And you swat them away again with all the things that we've talked about, all the skills that we've talked about in other videos, using your red thoughts and green thoughts for anxiety, doing exposure with response prevention, ERP, all of those things. But we're not beating anything. We are learning how to handle and develop a lifestyle that says, when I have these anxious thoughts or when I have these OCD intrusive thoughts or feelings, I know what to do and I know how to handle it. Now you might be saying, well, I actually don't, Natasha, so thank you, because I can't do it and I can't handle it and I can't face my fears, and I can't face my discomfort. I can't. That's the part I want to talk about, right? Because it's not about beating anxiety or OCD, but it's about taking small steps towards your discomfort, towards your fears. And when we say, I can't, guess what happens? You don't. You don't do it. You don't even try because you've already given up before you've even started. Hey, can you touch this? I can't. My OCD won't let me. Hey, can you go here? I can't. My anxiety won't let me. Can you do this? No, I can't. My anxiety or OCD says I can't. Well, do we really want anxiety or OCD to talk for you? No, because fear is not fun. Fear holds you back, right? When we're afraid of discomfort, when we're afraid of scary things or bad things from happening, everyone's different as far as what's driving their anxiety or OCD. When we allow anxiety or OCD to be our mouthpiece and say, I can't, then you're right, you never will. You never will. Because when you don't challenge that thought and say, well, wait a minute, I can. It might be hard, but I can. And maybe you can't jump off the cliff metaphorically. Maybe you can't do that huge leap and do that really super, super scary thing that maybe your therapist or your parents or your partner or your friend or your relative wants you to do. Maybe you really can't do that. And I get it because I have my own anxiety and there are things in the past that I could not do. I'm sure there are things right now that if you proposed it to me, I'd say no. I actually can't do that. But you would hear a comma after I say I can't. I can't do that, but, comma, I can do this. I can do this small step towards that discomfort or towards that fear. And so saying I can't is what people call a limiting belief, right? Because it limits you. It's a period at the end of the sentence. I can't do this, period. I can't do that yet, comma, it's like an English class, but I can do this, right? I can't sleep on my own yet, but, I can have you sit outside my door. Or I can't go to that party yet, but I can invite 2 friends over and I can handle that social discomfort. I can't call somebody on the phone yet, but I can email somebody. Are you getting my point? It's different for each person. I'm just using random examples. Replace that with your struggle. And I want you to start practicing this. If you are motivated to not live with anxiety and OCD as close roommates for the rest of your life, right? They're going to be in your house, but let's just have them in the guest house. Let's have them away from you and your daily activities. And they might come and visit once in a while, but I don't want them in my room, in my ear. And the way to get them out of my room, metaphorically, and out of my ear is to say, I'm going to do some things that are going to make you uncomfortable. And I can do things. I can. I might say, that's going to be a hard thing for me to do, but I will try. Or I can't do that yet, but I can do this. And so think about an example of something that you can do, and it's a small step towards your bigger goal. And pay attention to your language. And I don't mean what you're saying outside to other people. Pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. Because honestly, that is the most powerful aspect of what's happening in your world, is what you're saying to yourself. And not the anxiety and OCD things you're saying to yourself, because that's anxiety and OCD. But the real you, what are you saying to yourself? I can't do this. My life is always going to be like this. I'm always going to live like this. Well, then you know what? Yeah, that's a reality. Because what you think is what will motivate you. So if I say, you know what? I'm only going to think about today. I'm only going to think about this week. Can I go get up and brush my teeth? Maybe I am bedridden, but can I get up and brush my teeth? I can do that. It might be a struggle, but I can do that. I'm only going to think about the next step and what next step can I do? I can do this. I can do that. And over time, that will grow bigger and bigger. But when you stop and you just say, I can't before you even begin, then it's over. It's game over. Because the minute you say, I can't, your foot's on the brake, not on the gas, and no one's going anywhere, including anxiety or OCD. So I hope that motivates you a little bit. Take one little bite, right? And I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.